So I'm sharing my friend's backyard for those of us in the world who don't have backyards. This is a real treat. And with these backyards, in environments where neighbors are separated by fences, you will have barking dogs. I happen to have a cat. Hello, Ricky. And I'm just back here exploring the garden. The dogs are talking to each other. That's so funny. I'm looking for the sun. So I can get some sun in my eyes. I think I found my spot. The crouch. Yeah, I do. Hi, buddy. I gotta crouch and there's a cat right here. I get to see the sun. Hey, buddy. Yeah, I was looking for the sun. There it is. Just to get a little sun in the eyes. It's a sun gaze, just opening up eyes, but not looking directly at the sun. And you just let the light in. This feels so good on the toes. This feels so good on the toes. Being able to walk barefoot is a luxury. Not all of us get to do. City people don't get to do this. So hello everybody, I'm a real person. And this is the earth. And somebody's backyard Eden, Garden of Eden. They're making their own little heaven on earth right here. Complete with a kitty who is doing what cats do, cleaning himself. With cats, we know what gender they are. Yep, they either have those balls that have to be removed, or they have little uteruses that make baby kitties, otherwise known as kittens. But this guy, you know, he still gets to be a cat. He may have lost his balls, but he didn't lose his personality. Let's go to the front or have another snack. My shoes are on the back, so you have at it. I'm not ready to go in. I've got this much more to go. So here's to the ability to enjoy a beautiful backyard barefoot. I don't go barefoot over there in that rough patch area though. You know, I'm not going to go barefoot on mulch. I draw the line. Because, you know, I have tender feet. I've got these nice old Danskos. I love Danskos. Because they're open toe and they conform to your feet. And because I have my little toe angle, some call it bunions, I call it just, it's an errant toe. It's going to the left rather than to the center. But it doesn't hurt. And it's not from shoes, it's hereditary. And I'm supposed to do something about it, like exercises, so I'll be better at that. I mean, maintaining your body's health is so important. When I was a kid, it was burning off my energy because I had so much. I had to exercise and do all kinds of things. I think that's what the mosh pit's all about. The mosh pit culture. So here's our beautiful sunbeam. There's the sun. So you can get it filtered through the trees too. It's softer and easier on the eyes. I'm trying to get it in there. Like, let me look to see if there's any poison ivy. No, but I'm sure there's mosquitoes. And then just getting another dazzle. Yeah. Breathing in. Giving thanks for your life, for Creator, for the opportunities to feel the joy of having a physical body, enjoying the life that you have, the friends that you have, the animals in your life. Yeah. Hey, Ricky. You're the star of this show. Yep. Nice to see you. I'm getting a little more sun. Yeah. So, yes, as I was saying, gosh, I have been going through a major shift in my mind, and it defies words and all, so I'm not going to attempt to actually say anything with words. I think actions speak louder than words. And thoughts are incomprehensible at times. People don't know what they're thinking. And I think that's the third chakra malady, the will center. So I think I'll look into that. And strengthening the will center. You know, we have a linear world and we say, hey, make lists and check them off. Well, how about the first thing you need to do in that list, if you're going to make lists, is find out about the third chakra and ways to strengthen it. And see how much out there is of benefit to you. I will say the ha breath helps a lot. The chopping wood action in yoga helps a lot. Jumping towards your knees, towards the chest, you know, you can do that holding onto a tree outside. So you basically hold onto the tree and then you jump with stabilizing your body to the tree, or if it's in the kitchen, to the kitchen counter, and you jump up and you bring your knees in towards your chest. All of that strengthens the will center and it's fun. It just helps you see more clearly about what actions to take and what thoughts you actually do have. For me, it manifests as being able to actually begin to hear my thoughts and decipher them myself. I have a theory that people who don't know their own mind are more aggressive towards others. because they get confused and angry. And the more you know your own mind, the freer you are in your world. Focus point, like where the attention's going, the enjoyment level, the consciousness level, the fullness of it level. But there's just so many different notes and instruments playing. It's the full orchestra as opposed to just a few instruments. In depth of feeling of life, when there is a shift in the life of a person and they have much more comprehension of their own thoughts. So I'm in that category. Now I know why their elders are elders. So it's like, all right, let me just pursue my truth. It's not going to come from outside. There's nobody to model. In fact, people that are oftentimes it's popular in social media and at the public facade of that perfect makeup and hair, it's so 100% anti-women. It creates a false image of females. So you have all these Barbies. And like my friend Kim, though, she dresses up for herself and puts on her makeup and makes herself look as beautiful as possible, but without that conformity, like a doll baby with his big wide eyes and his eyelashes. I think fake eyelashes are indicators of a person who's a doll baby. They will respond to societal's cookie cutter imagery of what a woman is, or a woman that's supposed to be sexy is. A desirable woman, who then she turns out the toxic male is mocking. And not only that, is the toxic male is now exploiting them. So society is crumbling before your very eyes. I'm not saying feminism is negative. What I am saying is it created these women who thought they were being powerful by being sexual, but then they conformed to how their hair should look, with overemphasis on the looks of it rather than the health of themselves. And they buy fake nails, and they buy fake wigs, and everything is fake. They have to attach all kinds of things to themselves to look the way they look. I mean, I think they spend more time on their makeup than men and women do, preparing to push the summit on Mount Everest. Preparation is everything before you push the summit, make a run for the summit, whatever it's technically called by the people who know they're going to do it. They're at that last camp. Next thing they know is that they're going to go up there, and then they've acclimated and they're strong and they're not having any signs of altitude sickness, because anything like that is an indicator for you to go down. Not keep going, but to go down. Anyway, back to the women. It's a lot like that. In many ways, but in the one way, it's in the preparation that it takes for men and women to climb to the summit, the very last stretch of their long, months-long journey to attempt to get to the top, knowing that, as they say, getting to the top is optional, getting down is mandatory. And so these women that look like it takes them a team of beauticians to put themselves together, with their hair extensions and their eyelashes and their contour makeup and who knows what else they put into their bodies to make their breasts stick out or their waist be slimmer or whatever. I mean, what is it that they do? You can imagine it. They've made it. It's been created. And women, you know, the filters that they're using on social media is ridiculous. I met a woman that I thought looked like she was old, and she doesn't look old in her social media accounts at all. I was actually, when I first saw her, thought she was quite old, but she puts on a persona of somebody much younger. Yeah, and that's going to have its effect on her eventually. But she's beautiful, and she's doing very well for herself, so as long as she can keep her head together and not go overboard and continue with her personal development without compromising her own integrity, which is massage techniques only, hands-on. I think she already crossed over into filler. Her upper lip had that ski jump look, you know, moguls. Looks like a mogul. I actually had sort of like the skateboarders bowl look, you know, the lip. Ding. Anyway, I think that's all I'm gonna say. Hope you enjoyed this garden. I'm still barefoot. And I'm pleased to have this luxury. But yeah, it takes that long for women to put themselves together. So it's like that's creating a false target or image for women. And I'm not talking about it being impossible to reach financially. It's silly to actually attempt because it's not real. And yet they become models. And that whole Kardashian look and the small waist and the big round butts, they're making themselves into little anime characters. Pornographic ones, I might add. I'm not going to say much else other than hope you enjoyed this video and the sounds of this neighborhood.